Music might be a little loud. Yeah? Is it okay? Good level? Or is it low? It's a bit low. Good level. Okay, I'll adjust it a little bit. I'm going to get the kettle going and stuff like that. You've got a couple of minutes. And then, we'll chop fruits and vegetables. Great. Okay, hello guys. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if my audio's okay, if the music audio's okay, and welcome to my kitchen. I moved the microphone, so maybe it'll fix it a little bit. I know. I'm fasting because of Ramadan. Oh no. Don't watch this. Well, unless you don't really care about fruit and stuff, then it'll be fine. Is that a rice cooker? This is my dehydrator. So, first off, before I launch into it, am I in focus? Because the laptop has to be like a decent ways away from me, so it's kind of hard for me to tell if the camera's in focus or not. A lot of people are saying yes, but one person said no. Concerns me slightly. Oh shoot, I didn't empty my compost. I'm gonna have to do that. I'll wait. I'll give it a second though, because we just got here. It's a tiny bit soft, but it's good. Okay. Okay, then I won't worry about it too much. Yeah, welcome. Today, I've been getting really into dehydrating food. It's been really fun. I've been doing easy stuff. Apple chips, banana chips, that kind of thing. And I have a bunch of like fruit and stuff around the house. I keep talking about it on stream. And study hall streams are supposed to just be like, let's work on something together. So I said, oh, well, maybe that can be our first kind of like kitchen stream, is just me chopping up fruits and whatever else and throwing them in the dehydrator, and we can just hang out and chat. Clean the lens. There's nothing wrong with the lens. It's always like this. How much was the dehydrator? I don't know. I got it as a gift from my mom one birthday like a couple of years ago. She asked me what I wanted, and I was like, oh man, because my nephew and my sister-in-law both had dehydrators, and they used it for all kinds of stuff. My nephew still does. And I was like, man, it seems like there's so many cool things you can do with a dehydrator. And so my mom was like, oh, I can get you a dehydrator. That's easy. I am not vegan. No. I try not to eat a lot of meat. And I'm also lactose intolerant, so I wind up in situations where I eat like somewhat vegan food. But yeah, it's a Garden Master. I always forget the secondary name. It's a Nesco Garden Master. Fruits and vegetables tend to dehydrate at the same temperature. So I'll just take you through. I have like all these apples, right? Apples are on sale. So I was like, great. Sam really likes the apple chips. So I literally just like slice them up and toss them with a bunch of cinnamon. They're naturally super sweet. Dehydrating makes them sweeter even. So there's no need to add sugar. Literally just cinnamon does the trick. We found that doing it with Granny apples, Granny Smiths, these wound up sweeter for whatever reason than the Red Delicious. But that's fine. I still have a bunch of both. So I'm just going to do a bunch of that. We also have some pineapple. Sam is a huge fan of pineapple, but pineapple is supposed to take longer than everything else. So I'm trying to decide if apples take around like 10 hours. Pineapple takes like between 12 and 18 hours. So I'm trying to decide if I chopped up the pineapple real thin, maybe I could put all of it in for like 11. Buffering? Uh-oh, dropping a lot of frames. That sucks. You guys can still hear me okay, right? I wonder if Sam is also dropping frames. I'm not as worried about me. I'm more worried about Sam. Yeah, we're dropping a 10. A ton. Hold on just a sec. I'll be right back. Okay, we'll see what it does now. I can also... Oh, there's my daughter going, like a little car. Okay, I've lowered the frame rate a little bit on the camera. Oh, shit. There's a coyote that's been in our neighborhood. And I think I hear him right now. Do you hear that? Oh, that's crazy. People have been saying they think that maybe the coyote might have like dug a hole under somebody's house and has been hiding out because people keep seeing it intermittently, but it runs from people. So obviously, like somebody's tried to catch it or somebody's attacked it, and it's on its own, right? Coyotes are pack animals, so everybody's like, oh, well, maybe it like found a place to hide in like under somebody's house or in somebody's backyard that doesn't use it, or like, that was pretty crazy. That was a full-on howl. Yeah, maybe it'll like some apple chips. It was like, yo, you making apple chips? I'm into those. That's pretty crazy. Yo. Oh, let's make our coffee. I was talking yesterday about how I've been making a lot of coffee this way. It's literally just like a little pour over thing. They're cheap. A filter with a little bit of coffee in there. And then I was talking about like easy ways without a Keurig to make just a single cup of coffee. And this is what I do a lot because most of the time when I make my coffee, Sam isn't even awake yet. So I don't got one of those fancy pourers. I don't got a fancy nothing. This is a kettle that I've had for years. A little plastic thing for a single cup that I've had for years. And you just let it drain. Super easy. No electricity required. It just does the thing. I think since I've been doing this so often, something I'd love to invest in is a reusable filter, just so that I don't have to buy filters. Sad kettle can't whistle. No, it can't whistle, no. What about a French press? I do have a French press, but it doesn't make a single cup, right? This is a good option for just like a single cup. Like I would make a French press for Sam and I'd have breakfast together. I wouldn't make a French press just for myself. I never drink at all. My mom swears by her whistling kettle. Sam's mom is like did a very me thing and has forced everybody in her house. They had an electric kettle like mine, and she literally under cover of night got rid of it and brought out their old, like, stovetop kettle. And everyone was like, Mom, what the fuck? Like, why did you do that? And she was like, because this way, you know, it forces you to just take a moment and wait for the water to heat up and, like, relax for a second. And I was like, God, I love that so much. I love it. So, yeah. I was trying to figure this out. Can you compost filters? I don't think you can. But part of me feels like, yes? Get out of here, trash can. I need to dump this anyway, so. Great. Okay. Alright, I'll enjoy the jams for a second. I'm gonna dump this. And hope I don't get killed by a coyote. I lived, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna need that anyway. Just put that there. I was making coffee. That's right. Put a little sugar in there. Don't die. Coyote is in the house. It sounded so close that I was like, is that in my backyard right now? Twas not. Twas not, but... Waking up is rough. I know, it should have been waking up is rough. But there's also a cat on the other side. What would have been the cat goof? That's the big question. What would have been the cat goof in this situation? Also, I hope you're not offended that I absolutely did not do the dishes. I figured I'm about to just create more. And I'm not trying to pretend that I'm up on my dishes all the time. So... Why did you point it out? Because eventually somebody was going to be like, why are there dishes there? Because we want to do them. This kitchen layout is really odd because this, like, when the dishwasher is open, you actually can't go anywhere. So if I'm cooking, say, and Sam is emptying the dishwasher or working on dishes while I'm cooking, I'm trapped. I'm trapped in the kitchen. And I can't, like, get over there if I need to like, grab a utensil or anything. It's very odd. But I got my mandolin. My sweet girl. Fingers today, but I'm not sure where the bit is that I can use to hold on to so that my fingers won't get cut off. fuck? Where is it? This is gonna be a perfect, like... It's gonna be a full circle goof if it turns out that it's in the dishes. After I was like, who does fucking dishes when they're about to make more dishes? It's a waste of goddamn time. And then I'm like, where's that thing that I really need? It would be in here. This is like my weird drawer. Welcome to my weird drawer. Do you want to see what's in here? We got toothpicks. We got a bottle opener. Or a can opener, I mean. We've got a weird thing that you're supposed to put a hard-boiled egg into, and then it turns it into the shape of a teddy bear face. I don't know. We got a wrestler that can open up your beer bottles. There's some good stuff in here. None of which is the thing that I need, though. So, whatever. I used to have the toothpicks on top of this. We don't use them often enough for it to necessitate, but the only place we use them is in the kitchen. So they needed to go in the kitchen somewhere. Or they didn't need to, but... yeah, I'll just use a towel. That's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to transition out of... we haven't done anything yet. I'm trying to transition out of using paper towels, which has actually been way easier than I thought. Because I have, from having Clark, I have all these, like, muslin pieces of whatever all over the house. And I swear to God, if you are somebody who's had a baby and you wound up with, like, muslin swaddles or muslin, like, things, like burp cloths and stuff, it's not very long until you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And so, in the interest of, like, still using it, I, like, grabbed one day and I was using it as basically a paper towel, but it lasted all day. And I was like, this is actually awesome. If you go and look up unpaper towels, that's the like, fun term for, you know, I want some cute paper towels, but they're not paper towels. They're reusable forever, right? They don't look like anything I would want to use as a paper towel in my house. Like, they just look, I don't know. Maybe they look too pretty. I don't know what it is. But every time I look at them, I'm like, no, that's not what I want. So when I started just using muslin cloths in the house, I was like, this is so nice. I took one of Clark's old swaddles and literally just chopped it up, and that's what I use on her after she's, like, done eating and to wipe down her table and all of that shit. I've been using them constantly, and it's been so nice. So they're still super thin, like paper towels are, but they ain't gonna rip, right? So I can still, like, use it and then just fucking toss it, and it's not a big deal. You know, it's not, I don't know. A lot of them just look bulky and weird. Like the ones that you can get pre-made. They just look really, like, a lot. So, I was delighted to have this thing in my house that I wasn't using anyway, and be like, holy shit. I can just use them as rags in my kitchen. That's awesome. Also, hello. There have been so many people who've come in and said that this is their first time here. This is my first time doing a stream in my kitchen. So what's up? I hope that you enjoy yourself. If you enjoy this, I can do more shit like this. That's fine. How are you making the fruit chips? Okay, so we can do apples first, because that's pretty easy. The problem with, I would rather not turn this on until we're done. Reason being, it dehydrates with air. Low heat and constant air circulation is what makes the dehydrator work. And people really like dehydrated fruits and vegetables because they maintain a lot of their nutrients. The heat never gets high enough that it, like, cooks shit out, really. Not much. So you still get the nutritional value of whatever it is that you're dehydrating. but it keeps for longer and blah, 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 blah. Right? So this is just constantly going to circulate slightly warm air, and it's loud. So, I can't... Some people were saying, why don't you just do the pineapple first, toss it in there, get it going, and then we'll work on everything else, and that way it's in there a little bit longer. The problem is that it's going to be really loud. I could put it in another room. I don't know where I would put it, though. If I put it over... Well, I could put it in there. Sam's gonna come out and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? So, like, I'm in the kitchen, right? And then there's the room that I normally stream in. And then there's the garage, and that's where my husband streams. And he's currently streaming right now. So he's gonna be this thing just going... just, like, really loud. He's gonna come out and go... What is that? He won't be able to complain, though, once the cinnamon apples are in, because that is the best air freshener. Like, you get that good apple cinnamon smell all over your house. It's so nice. So this will be good for just quality of life in the house. But I don't know. Yeah, we could put it in another room. I could do that. That would be fine. It's fine. As long as the cats didn't, like, try to pop it open. Yeah, we'll do it. That's fine. That's fine. It's whatever. It's fine. What we'll do, though... So this is how it works, right? There's the lid. There's the lid that, like, creates the heat, circulates the air. And then, you get trays like this. I have a couple of inserts that came with it. So there's this one that's just kind of like a silicone mesh, right? And then there's also ones like, oh, this needs to be washed. There's also ones like this that you could make like fruit roll-ups on, right? If I blended up a bunch of strawberries or something, I could pour it out onto here, dehydrate, and you'd have basically a homemade fruit roll-up. This has all kinds of weird shit all over it from apples the last couple of days. That's fine. But what's cool is you can just get as many trays as you need and just stack them all on and then put the lid on top. So if you're somebody who's dehydrating a ton of shit, but the more stuff that's in there, it takes longer for everything to get done. I'll definitely do, if you guys enjoy this, I'll definitely do another one of these because I got everything to be able to try to make. Here, I'll show you. I'll watch that. So, this is where we keep all of Clark's. I have a daughter. This is where we keep all of Clark's, like, baby snacks, right? And one of the things that's really nice to have around is, like, yogurt drops. I might not have any right now. I might not have any, like, on hand, but they basically look like this. This is, a fruit and veggie melt. They're, like, freeze-dried fruits and vegetable drops. But, like, there's a bunch of other stuff in there, right? And honestly, they're really good. They dissolve instantly, so if your kid isn't ready for, like, more intense stuff, it's fine. But, the yogurt drops are really nice, and apparently can be made in a dehydrator. Some people are like, oh yeah, you just do yogurt and then, like a puree of some kind of fruit and just drop it on there. Some of the recipes are yogurt, fruit, and then, like, whipped up egg whites. And then, for more, like, veggie-focused, it's yogurt, fruit, and then, agar-agar, which is, like, the liquid that you... This is weird. The liquid that you get out of a chickpea can. You can whip that up and kind of use it in place of whipped eggs. So, there's 3 different options here that I would love to try, but not tonight because I have all of this fruit that I really want to make sure doesn't go bad and I really want to use. So that's another thing that I would love to do. But it would have to also be at a totally different temperature. So I can't do some fruit and some of the drops because they won't dehydrate the same. So that's for another day, is what I'm saying. Or not agar, aquafaba, that's what it's called. Aquafaba. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the other room. We'll leave some of the trays. Just put it in there and then I'll bring trays back. And then we'll start chopping stuff. Really don't need this. Not today, I don't think. So I'm not gonna worry about it. This needs to be washed, and I don't need it either, so it's not gonna be washed right now. So yeah, we'll do pineapple first then. Great, whatever, fuck it. I don't need the mandolin, so I'm gonna put that over here so that I don't kill myself. So many cooking channels are streaming right now. I have never done a stream from my kitchen before, ever. I did a video during Vlogmas. And that was like it, but people really enjoyed it, and it made me go, man, if I like figured out a reason to do a cooking stream, it would probably be really fun, because, you know, I have gift of gab. I can just sit here and talk forever while I'm doing whatever it is that I need to do. And we've been trying to do these like study hall streams where people just like work on whatever it is they want to work on. So, yeah. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, let me know. It's kind of a fun change of pace, I think. What if you have a setup like Eric's, switch between normal setup and kitchen cam? That would be difficult, I think. I don't know how I would do that, really. Because they aren't that close to each other. Like it's one room apart, but yes, yeah, I'm cutting stuff on the stove. So I've just got a cutting board on top of the stove that I'm working on. I should grab a bowl. Or I should just put them directly on the tray so that I don't cut so much that I can't use it. Great. I have so many apples. It's a nightmare. But Sam's also been just like eating apples. You know, like a normal person, so. You know what's nuts? You know, I was saying that pineapples take a little bit longer than, like a few hours more than apples and bananas and things. So, fucking grapes? If you want to make raisins, that shit takes 24 to 48 hours depending on your dehydrator. I was like, excuse me? That's so not worth it. That's not worth it for me. Unless I had a bunch of grapes that were going to go bad, right? Unless I was like, please breathe life into these poor grapes that are about to die. There's like no reason for me to do that. Freezing grapes? Yeah, my mom freezes grapes sometimes. She also freezes blueberries. We have a bunch of blueberry plants on our farm. So we do a lot of that. Like picking all of the blueberries and then freezing them. So my mom is a huge fan of that. Because my mom also, like, really loves just doing, like, simple breakfasts, you know? The chopping sounds nice. Yeah, when I moved the microphone closer, I was like, actually, this might be great. Because everybody can hear the chopping, and if they're, like, really into that. Not, like, weird, but, like, you know, if you just want the satisfying, like, sound of chopping, we got you. It's happening right here on twitch.tv/dexbonus. Chopping board ASMR. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Man, it might not take much to fill up a tray here. I'm probably not going to use this whole container of pineapple, but that's okay. We're kind of experimenting. It's our first time doing pineapple, so it's sort of experimentation to see what works and what doesn't. Kind of like with the apples. Every time I do the apples, I'm like, maybe next time I'll do them a little differently. Last time they wound up very crunchy. But not as sweet as the Granny Smith, like I was saying, so. How do Jesse and your daughter get along? They get along great. I say that, but the last time that I saw Jesse with Clark was we all went to the farmer's market together, and it was very fun, and it was very cute. And literally anytime I was like, hey, I'm gonna buy a thing, can you just, like, watch Clark for a second? He said, like, he would look at her and talk to her, and she would just fucking scowl at him. Like, yeah? You think you're worthy of my time? And then I would come back over, and she would smile and be so happy, and she would smile at Jesse, and Jesse would be like, don't smile at me like we're buds. You've been rude to me. It's so funny. Yeah, it's just like that Clark emote that Sam has, just like, go on. I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one a little thick. See how that goes. Has Jesse spoiled Clark? Jesse has gotten Clark a few things that we use all the time, actually. He got the, like, travel stroller that we have, so the stroller that I keep in my car and that I will take on planes. I used to take a different one on the plane, but she faces forward now. She's a big girl. So, yeah, it's literally... I wish it was in the house. I would just show it to you. It's literally a stroller that becomes this big. It's amazing. So it's, like, perfect for traveling. It's perfect for keeping in the car. Super lightweight. So he got her that on Felicia Day's recommendation. And then he also got her one of those suction cup plates that says Fiesta then Siesta. And we always keep that in the diaper bag so that if we decide to go get food, we're not, like, feeding her food off of, you know, like the table. We can give her own little plate and put her food in the plate, and she can't, like, she can with enough effort, but she can't just, like flip the plate over, you know? So. Your sweatshirt is staring into my soul. I've had this sweatshirt forever. Someone sent this sweatshirt to me forever ago. I can't remember who it was, but it was a viewer. Someone sent it to me, and I absolutely love it. It's so good. This is gonna be kind of a shit show. Some of these are really thin, some of them are really thick. Nice. Some of the really small pieces I'll just eat. Don't worry about it, chat. Got some thick chips in here. I also got some just like baby chips. I've been waiting for you to eat some. Yeah, man. Might as well. Why else do you cook than to be the first person to eat stuff? Surely it's not for the love of cooking. That's asinine. Yeah, I've just decided now. If a piece is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, I'll just eat it. Yeah. I'm getting better at like slicing it thin and even. So some of these thicker ones. I'll just eat. It's fine. I'm not great at chopping things. I can't go very fast. I try to like hold my fingers the way that they say you're supposed to. But it takes practice. Do I need to make tutorials on chopping? There are a lot of them out there. I think I should just grab a small one now, because there's just only a little bit of space left. And if this is going to be our one pineapple tray... that's not too bad. If I can scoot stuff around a bit more. Oh! That one was a piece of shit. Here we go. Much better. You're thick. Replace. You're thick. Replace. You can generally keep them like pretty close to each other. It's not like much of an issue, but you don't want them overlapping really. Some people recommend that halfway through the process you flip stuff. I've never done that because it's open. You know, it's like there's no real like bottom. So I don't know. I guess if you're using like a silicone mat or something, then you would have to. But I can't imagine why you would need to when it's so breezy. I'll call that good. Just okay. Great. So, first tray is done. Okay. So there's our first tray. Not super in focus, I know, but it's all pineapple and it's going on the thingy. Be right back. Okay, can we hear it? I can barely hear it, which I assume means y'all can barely hear it. It's probably fine. But it's like citric, I don't know. If it wasn't like an acid-based whatever the fuck, I probably wouldn't care, but pineapple is so acidic in comparison to apples that it just makes me feel like maybe I should. I don't hear much of anything. Can barely hear it. I barely hear it. Okay. If you can barely hear it, then it just adds to the ambiance of a dehydration stream. Okay, so oh fuck, you know what I just remembered? Oh, it's mostly grapes. And we all know how we feel about grapes. I have like a little container of fruit from the other day. I don't know how this fruit is doing, but it looks fine. It all tastes like a little off. Just a little bit off. But there's no mold or anything. It just tastes a little squirrely. I'll put you there. I'm not sure what to do with you yet. Put it out for the coyote. Yikes. Hey, coyote. I bet in your ecosystem you love some grapes. Nosh on some pineapple while we do this shit. Look how big these pineapple pieces are. The other thing, I have some tomatoes. So one of the things that people will sometimes make with their dehydrators is they'll dehydrate tomatoes, right? Which you can then just eat as a snack. Or they'll like really dehydrate them, like get them really just as bone dry as they can. And then you grind it up and you use it as like seasoning, like to add like tomato acidity to things without needing to put tomatoes in it. And I'm like, what is that like? Very curious. Grapes are poisonous to doggos. No grapes for the coyotes, chat. Now we know. If we want to keep this poor coyote alive. I wonder if I should call animal control. So Brad and Nayra came over today. Pluto and Scintilla came over today. And on their way to our house, they found a dog. And I was like, bring it in, we'll figure out what to do. Brad tried to call animal control, tried to call the police station. Everybody was just like, we wash our hands of this. We don't know what to do with this dog. Animal control is closed because it's Sunday. Awesome. Eventually, I went on all of my apps, right? To be like, hey, I found this dog in this neighborhood. If anybody knows this dog, please let me know. I checked I can't remember what it's called. There's one where people specifically are like lost dog, found dog sort of stuff. And Yeah, so we like had this dog and we weren't quite sure what to do. And finally they were like, take it to this shelter. They can scan it and see if it has a microchip because it had no collar. They were like, well, they can scan it, see if it has a microchip, and regardless, it can go up in the system. And if somebody's looking for it, surely they'll check the shelter website and they'll be able to find it. And so we did all this stuff, took it to the shelter. It was super easy. And specifically, Brad and Nara took it to the shelter. I wasn't super involved. They said it was super easy, though. And then somebody found it on the shelter website. I was so relieved. I was like, I don't know how I feel about just, like, dropping this dog off at a shelter. But I can't keep it in my house. Really, like, I don't know if it has fleas or what. I have 2 cats that one of which can get very territorial. Like, I'm not super convinced about this. But we let the dog, like, hang out in the house for a little bit just because it seemed sad. And yeah, the owner found it on the shelter website. It was great. I was so happy. I was like, wow, that was so fast. But, you know, surely, like they said, if somebody was looking for their animal, they would hopefully check those sorts of websites. But hey guys, microchip your animals. Microchip your animals. Because, yeah, if it had been microchipped, it would have been a done deal, right? They would have gone to the shelter, scanned it for a microchip, and been like, found it. Found the person. But we were saying that it might have belonged to somebody older. I don't know. But a coyote, though. Okay, yes, there's a coyote that has been roaming our area. I live not in, like, the city, right? But we live, like, in a heavily neighborhood area. So it's been very weird having so many people be like, hey, watch out. There's a fucking coyote around. And people in our neighborhood keep seeing it and posting about it and being like, hey, watch out, you know, like, be careful about letting your cats out, you know, be careful when you're walking your dog, etc. Nobody's been able to catch it for whatever reason, which is very surprising to me because, oh, our compost bin, finally. Finally, my darling, you get used again. It's weird that they haven't been able to catch it because so many people have said that they've seen it. And we heard it at the beginning of this stream. Like, the very beginning, we heard it howling outside. And I was like, oh, it's our coyote. What the fuck? So, yeah. It's apparently very close. Great. Awesome. Thank God I don't let my cats out. Okay. I'll just do it directly into this container. This is a huge container that we got when one of Sam's lovely mods made him a bunch of cookies and sent them to him. It's like such a big container. I've been like, oh man, I'm gonna keep that for sure. Find a use for it. And here it is. This is the use. Cinnamoning my apples. Whatever works, buds. Potatoes, rice, or noodles. I do really love rice. Sam makes fun of me because I love rice so much. I don't even have like an excuse or a reason. I just really like rice. Fuck. Yeah, this is difficult because I can't see what I'm doing really. I can't see what I'm doing with this. I've got to be able to find that. Are you not very sharp right now? Your cam seems smudged. Everyone always says that. And then I clean it and it does nothing. sharpen the mandolin. I don't know how to do that, if I'm being honest. Okay. Are you in here? It is! I'm just gonna wash it real fast. Okay. So it's this thing, right? And it just kind of... way easier. And you make little strips. Yay! Okay, we'll reposition. Yeah, it's not like cutting through super easily. I think it's fine. Funny, I don't consider Granny Smith to be like a very sweet apple option. The ones that we made with the Granny Smiths were definitely sweeter. You're in Cali, how often do you eat seafood and shellfish? Almost never. I ate a lot of it growing up. Almost never eat it now. You know, there are like cool websites that you can check out. One of you will know it. Okay. There are websites you can check out that tell you, like, at any given moment, what is like a sustainable fish to be eating, which is kind of cool. Cringing right now, white knuckling the phone as I watch Dodger use the mandolin. Then maybe don't watch. I don't know what you want me to do different. I'm using this. I'm not gonna cut my fingers if that's what you're worried about. No backseating. No backseating, God. Somebody was saying nutmeg. Is nutmeg a thing with apples? Yes. Interesting. The first apples I did, I didn't even bother coring them and they were fine. Just take those little seed bits out. Easy peasy. That's probably gonna be a lot quicker if I just do it that way. Have you ever tried to break an apple in half by tearing it with both hands? I haven't, but what was that video? What was that video? Is it Tyler 1 who breaks the egg? It's like, did you know there's no way to break an egg in your fist or something fucking stupid like that? He just fucking shatters an egg in his hand. Didn't you try that once on the podcast? To break an egg? Oh, to rip apart an apple. Maybe I did? Let's see if I can do it. I don't think I can, if I'm being honest. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Do you have a melon baller? No. I don't think so. I have an ice cream scoop. Yo, this might be the fucking way. Yo, this is totally working. This is what it's like. Yeah, I don't really care if the apples bruise, for those of you who are like, but the apples! Okay. Yeah? Let's see how much that does. Get some cinnamon apples going. I'll scooch this so y'all can be part of the action. I say as I look around, like, where the fuck do I put everything? Here we go. My dad used to make a lot of jerky. We used to work with a local butcher. So I lived in the woods. Reminder. We used to work with a local butcher in town who would like offer locals, like, you want a whole cow? I'll get you a whole cow. You want a deer? Get you a deer. So we used to like do that kind of shit, and then we would have to figure out what to do with all the meat. So yeah, my dad got pretty good at jerky. Now I have a Nesco Garden Master. My mom got it for me like 2 years ago, and I haven't really used it enough. To be honest, I should use it way more. So I'm trying to like get back into the swing of it, doing easy stuff. But I would love to figure out how to do harder stuff. I don't know. My nephew does jerky a lot in his dehydrator. I should ask him how he does it. But I also want to do, like, weird things, right? Like, tomato powder. The fuck? The best websites to find that shit on, I've found, are backpacking websites. Because backpackers, like, really intense backpackers, will, they'll figure out all this shit in order to be able to take a bunch of, like, really good, varied, dehydrated food with them. Yeah. Tomato powder sounds delicious, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing that my mom was saying, was she was like, if you got really into it and you like consistently were using it, it would be so worth it to just like start growing herbs and just dry out the herbs, because spices are so fucking expensive. So if you can dry out herbs when it's like not their time anymore, it's really useful. Put some tomato powder in your Italian seasoning. Ooh, girl, I like that idea. I like cut my hand. I don't remember when or how I did it at all. But every now and then I do something and I'm like, and for some reason, this process is like making it sting a little bit. Is it the cinnamon? Scooch everything in a bit because we are rapidly running out of space because of how big these pieces are. Which is fine. They're like proper chips. Okay, make some more room. Could be the juice from the apple, I guess. Apples aren't like zingy. You know, the technical term. Apples aren't super zingy, guys, so like what the fuck? Of course my nose is running right now and I can't do shit about it. Dehydrating bell peppers and using them in seasoning is also meant to be good. Y'all telling me that we could just dehydrate all of the delicious things that go in my spaghetti sauce, in my daddy's spaghetti sauce, and I could just use them in everything? Fuck. What kind of life have I been living? Okay. I just realized something. I hadn't set the timer on the dehydrator. So it was just like, I don't know how long you want me to dehydrate shit, but here I go! Fuck. It's doing its best, it really is. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of it. Did any of you guys, somebody's gonna be like, I still do that. Did any of you guys, when you were younger, find out that you can technically eat the core and decided you were gonna be the kid that eats the core? That was me. Yeah. Aren't the seeds poisonous? I don't know, but I ate a lot of them. I doubt they're poisonous, but who knows? Everybody tried to convince me potatoes are poisonous too, so fuck it. I'm not about to argue about food poison anymore. I don't have the heart for it. Can't do it anymore. Okay. So we need like maybe one more apple. One more Granny Sith. Oh shit, that's right. I got a different type of apple too. I got Fuji's to see if Fuji's would be better. I forgot. I'll have to try that another time. I don't think that... Well... I could do a Fuji. Fuck it. I could do a Fuji. take that final tray out. It's nice and warm. Okay. So, yeah. So we'll do... I'll leave the Red Delicious for Sam to just snack on. And we'll try a Fuji, because I'm very curious what the Fujis are like in the dehydrator. To keep the variables the same, they'll all be cinnamon. But I am curious about nutmeg. Aw, it's my first time finally getting to join a stream. I hope all is well. All's going great here. Thank you very much. Yeah, my mom was the one who was like, if you really want to nail apple chips, you should probably get a bunch of different types of apples and try them. Which, like, fair. I guess that's the right way to, like, do science stuff or whatever. Doing an apple pie spice blend also works really nice. Yo, I bet. I don't think I have any. I don't have a lot of, like, spice mixes. That's not really true. I do have nutmeg. It always smells like a smoke shack to me, and I don't know why. Like, nutmeg has like a tobacco-y smell to me for some reason. I use Honey Crisp on mine. I like them chewy. A little cinnamon and lemon juice. Cinnamon and lemon juice. Is that to maintain color? Keep it from bruising? I assume. Yeah, I was thinking of doing that with the banana chips, but I don't think it's not like necessary for anything other than the look of it, right? Or am I crazy? It's so funny. I'm fucking using an ice cream scoop. This Fuji is a nightmare. Yo, Fuji's very good. Yeah. Fuji's are nice. I wonder what that'll be like. Falls apart easy. So it'll be smaller bits. But that's okay. I think it actually kind of makes it easier to, like, place them on the tray when they're a bit smaller. Like, what the fuck? so weird. How they break. Too aggressive, I guess. Do peaches work? I mean, you can dehydrate pretty much anything. It's just like in the process of the sugars changing while it's dehydrating, what does it wind up tasting like, you know? I forgot to order us food. Yeah, I think it's me. I think I'm doing this. Dehydrated watermelon? Yeah, people do that. Soup roulette? Oh shit. We're gonna do pizza. Sam's doing the Amish challenge and wow. So he's gonna be up forever. Long story short. The Dodger, isn't he always up forever? Yes, true. Yeah, he is. Or he'll die. But you can just make a new character if you die, right? Although, his character is already a fucking mafioso, so it'll be really sad if she dies. There it is. My phone's like, hey, you're listening to Evil Needle. Oh, am I? Okay. Also, Webtoons really wants me to know that there's a new Tower of God. How long is Tower of God gonna go? I see he's already back to Alliance. He's playing Horde when it actually releases. It's beta right now. So the deal was, when it fully releases, he will be Horde. But for beta, he's gonna continue with this plan to be Alliance. For them to be able to do like the Amish challenge and all that. The author said Tower of God is the first part of the story. Fuck me. Tower of God is so long. It's good, and I think that it gets better as it goes. Like, the art improves and everything. But, Jesus Christ. It goes on forever. What was I gonna do? Right. Food. Let's see how long he lasts as Horde. He made a deal, man. He made a deal, and a thorn always pays his debts or something. Am I gonna stream until the dehydrating finishes? When my daughter wakes up? No. Pizza. Not you, I see. What about you? Pizza. I really have to pee, can you tell? I really gotta pee, can you tell? I really, really gotta pee. Really, really gotta pee. Shit. I need to do this fast. Everything's already bruising. Fuck me. What time is it? You know what we'll do? I'm gonna put us on BRB. I'm gonna go pee and order a pizza real fast. And then we'll come back. How's that sound? I think that's fair. Because I gotta pee so bad. I'm die. Hello. I'm back. It's ordered. It's done. We did it. They don't look too bad. They don't look too bad. We didn't screw the pooch too much. Okay. Sam just wanted pepperoni. I got veggie pizza. And I got some K-Papas. Because I love them, and if I'm gonna get pizza, I'm gonna get K-Papas. What am I doing? Got the one Fuji. So I guess we'll do this. Okay, Papas are they're like little potato jalapeno things that you can get at Pizza Hut. Sam turned me on to them, and he doesn't even like them that much. Like, he doesn't really eat them, but fuck, I'll eat the shit out of those. They're so good. Have I ever dehydrated sweet potatoes? No, I haven't. Yeah, these break so easy. I'm sorry, Fuji. I don't mean to hurt you so. 'Twas not my intent to break your fragile form with my meat fists. Oh, yo, more D&D tomorrow. I'm very excited. We play an off-camera game with a bunch of buds. It's been really fun. Hi, Lou! How are you, dude? Saw you're applying for more jobs in dope places. I'm wishing you luck. My character is a hobgoblin, which is awesome. She's great. She's a hobgoblin fighter, which is super fun. Yeah, I like her a lot. I really like playing her. Because, like, she started off as a very, you know, anytime you play a character in D&D, what you intended on playing is not exactly what you wound up playing. For me, at least. But it seems like from watching the people that I play with, they also feel the same. Or at least behave the same, right? They're like, this is my character, and then once we're actually playing it, it's like not that, you know? So I think it's very common, but I was like, I'm gonna play this hobgoblin who's a fighter, and like, she's a hobgoblin, right? And hobgoblins are very, they're very militant, and if you're using alignment charts, a lot of times they veer on the side of like, more evil. They just don't. They're very ruthless with each other and with other people. And I wanted to play a hobgoblin that got kind of like shunned. Ran away, really, because otherwise she definitely would have been killed. And so, like, in her context, she's been, like, with normies for long enough that she's learned, like, okay, I can't say this, I can't say that, right? But she still runs into a lot of situations where she's like a little bit too blunt. And the last time I talked about this, it was interesting because we were talking about, chat brought up that like, depending on where you live, like bluntness isn't considered an issue. Which the more I thought about, the more I was like, which is exactly like what she's going through, right? Is like a big cultural shift. Where like for her, it's like if somebody needs to be called out, you just call them out, right? And everybody else is like, fucking shut up. So there have already been situations where technically like nobody should have said anything, but she just couldn't keep her fucking mouth shut, right? But she's wound up like kind of being almost the like the mom of the group. So she's gone against my original intention, which was that she would be like kind of a loner, you know? But what's wound up happening is we always influence our characters, regardless of whether we want to or not. And the part of me that sees everybody acting like fucking idiots and just wants to like fix it comes out in Wazy by just being like, you're all being a bunch of fucking idiots, right? So it's kind of fun. And like, she's wound up being kind of like, if I use the term battle axe, would you know what that means? Here, at least amongst people that I know, if you refer to somebody as a battle axe, specifically a woman, it's like a woman that's really tough in positive and potentially negative ways, right? Like very aggressive, but also very stubborn. Like has a hard time seeing other people's sides because she knows that she's right. So Wazy's kind of that. So, like in the last session, the person that she's arguably closest with told her to just go fuck herself because she was just like, like being a little too aggro about shit. So stuff like that is really fun to RP for me. I love that stuff. Oh, I broke down and sliced an apple for my daughter and I. Aw. Say hi to your daughter. Or if you're there, hello, daughter. I don't know why I'm doing this. I've just decided I want to. Okay, so that's one more green apple. I think I'll do one more Fuji. And whatever's left over, I'll just eat. That's fine. Is there one that's like a little more even? Why are Fuji's so fucking... Maybe it's just these ones. That's a little more. These are like really cockeyed. It's just really weird. This music's so smooth. Did I tell you guys? I don't think I did. When I went in there to grab the last tray, I realized that the lid wasn't even on properly. Like, I'm really batting 1,000 tonight. I was like, oh my god, it hasn't even been, like, actually dehydrating. Son of a bitch. That works really fucking well. If you need to core an apple and you don't have a melon baller, because I don't have a reason to have a melon baller, but you know, I have a husband who really loves ice cream, so we have an ice cream scoop. If you've got one but not the other, here you go. Here you go. Ingenuity at its finest, question mark. Oh my god! Everything's fine. Nothing went wrong. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't F me. Nothing went wrong. Might be the pressure. No. I was gonna say maybe I'm not putting enough pressure on it, and that's why it keeps like breaking at that specific point. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm not worried about it or caring really. I just think I think the blade needs to be sharpened. I wonder if at the farmer's market there's a guy who's like, I'll sharpen anything. I should bring this to him and be like, hey, can you sharpen my mandolin? Great. It does this a lot, so I don't think it's the container, and I don't think it's the surface. Although, you know what, just in case. I'm willing to be wrong. No, it's still doing it. I think it might just be that. Oh my god. Come on. Thank you. The whole thing is fucking shattering. Whatever. Fill up this boy. Got most of it. But we have like these spaces to fill in and stuff. Bad angle because the counters are too high. I would be like, how fucking dare you? But that is an actual issue for me, so yeah, it could be that. Some of this music reminds me of what my dad would play. My dad was a musician. Is a musician. He's just older, you know. Yeah, that's funny. He just like kind of like dinks around, you know. He's just kind of chilling and like just dinking on his guitar. Sometimes it sounds kind of like this, just like little trills and like kind of consistent, you know, chords and. What are you putting in them apples? Just cinnamon. Just cinnamon. We're kind of experimenting because I've been making a lot of apple chips. But some apples do better with it, and some apples don't. And I wonder like what variables aside from like what apples I choose are like changing it. So I'm doing a couple of different types of apples right now with only cinnamon on them. So we did Red Delicious the other day, not on stream, and they were okay, not nearly as sweet, which is interesting to me because Red Delicious is like pretty sweet compared to Granny Smith, but the Granny Smith ones were like way sweeter after dehydrating for some reason. So, yeah. So we're doing more Granny Smith now because we really liked them. And we're trying Fuji. And everybody said that next time that I do some apples, I should put nutmeg on them. I've never done that. But I do have nutmeg, so it would be easy enough to do. Red Delicious tastes like clay. Shots fired, Red Delicious. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't know what that voice is. Feel free to name it. Feel free to give that sweet, poor goblin boy a name. But yeah, for me, being a small person, I definitely like overcompensate when I play. Well, not always. I played a very small slime alien in a game, but in tabletop games, I tend to like overcompensate for some part of my personality, I would say, or some part of my life. So like, one of the things that's really fun about playing Wazy, my current character, is that she's fucking huge. She's huge and she's very like blunt and aggressive, right? So every time we meet somebody new, Brett, our DM, is like, they don't want to talk to you, you're terrifying. But you know, we have 2 bards on the team right now and stuff, so it's fine. They don't need me to like do any kind of consulting with anybody or discussions with anybody. Except in the last game where it was 100% up to me whether or not we got in a fight, and of course we got in a fight, and then one of the other characters was really pissed off at me and told me to fuck myself, if you'll recall from the earlier story. But yeah, like things like that can be really fun. Just being like, there's no universe where I, Brooke Dodger Thorne, am going to meet a new person and they're gonna go, your friend's really intimidating and I really don't want to talk to her. Like that's not a thing in my life. So it's fun to roleplay that as a character that I've created. Do you remember your charisma? I don't know. I just know my wisdom and my intelligence are low. Not like illiterate low, but I decided canonically, like really early on, that Wazy can't read. So every now and then somebody will hand me something to read, and I just hand it off to somebody else, and they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, she can't read that shit. She doesn't know what that says. And everybody's like, oh, right. It's like I got this really... Benji's character. We decided that Benji and I already knew each other. And so Benji's character was really concerned about something and wrote me a letter. Right. So this letter is like rushed to me. And I get it. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? So somebody else in the group had to read this like very like personalized letter out loud to me. I was like, yes, cool. Could have avoided this if I just made it so that my fucking character could read, but that's not the world we're living in, and I'm committed. I'm committed now. She's intelligent enough to learn, but she doesn't give a fuck, so she's not gonna learn. But yeah, my 2 major stats are Constitution and Strength, understandably. So, yeah, it's fun. It's fun playing like a buff character. I don't do well with spellcasters. do really, really badly with spellcasters in tabletop games, but specifically in D&D, like managing spell slots and all that stuff is just like a hassle I don't want to do. So I don't enjoy it really. Being a warlock is nice because you can create a situation where you just have shit tons of cantrips. For anybody who doesn't play D&D, that means that you have just a bunch of spells that you can do anytime you want, and you don't have to count them or anything. You can just always do them, which is very nice. There's so much space not being utilized because of all the fucking holes in these. So guess what, motherfucker? I say as I try to break it and can't. Guess what, motherfucker? This one has a little hole. Okay, I think this will be better. I say as I rapidly run out of room. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hold on. You are very thin. I don't know what I plan to do with you. You're basically paper. Oh, that cinnamon. Utilize their gaps. You feel me, chat? Mind the gaps. Here we go. Satellite radio. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Big so big, I'm stepping on rubber guns. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Bam! Motherfuckers. Not you. You guys are great. Just needed to yell it somewhere. Unfortunately, you're there, so. Okay. Shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Work with me. No overlaps. Okay. There's cinnamon everywhere. That's it. Away go the apples. Gosh, every rack is full. That's so fun. That's so fun. What am I going to do with this fruit that tastes bad? I guess I'll just compost it. That makes me sad, though. All these little bits. Okay. Other apples. The rest of that pineapple. I'll take that to Sam, see if he wants to eat it. Cool. He's got pineapples now. Great. Put my cinnamon away. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'd like to get done while we're here. Have you seen anything from Overwatch League? Any games or highlights? Not really. I don't really enjoy watching Overwatch. And I haven't played it forever, to be honest. The dishes? Yeah, you want to watch me do my dishes? I will not do the dishes on stream. I will eat these apples on stream. Fuck me. Okay. Here's something we can do real fast. This oven does not work right. So this is actually the same oven that TB had, and he recommended it to me, so I bought it. We just got like a countertop oven. It's perfect for 2 people. We've never been like, oh man, if only we had more space. Haven't needed it. So literally, the inside of the oven is like storage for pans. Okay. I should probably rinse this. You join your brethren. You, I don't think, really got dirty. Rinse it. Put all of our apple bits in here for us to snack on. Do a little of that. This real fast. Great. Okay. My daughter eats a decent amount of sweet potato. And I used to microwave it, but it just doesn't turn out as good, really. This one's still okay. I don't see why it wouldn't be okay, but I did just cut off the end and some white stuff is coming out. What is that? Can you see that? There's like white stuff coming out all over it. I don't trust that. It's fine, just water? Okay. I've never seen that before, which is why I'm like giving you the squint. Need iodine? I don't know what iodine is, if I'm being honest. What fruits are we doing tonight? We've got sliced pineapple and 2 different types of apples in there right now. So technically we're done with everything we're going to be able to do on stream. But I figured, oh, there's another couple of things that I could do in the kitchen. It's starch water like when you cook potatoes, but I've never seen that. Hold on. I've never seen that, and it's like coming out everywhere. Okay. Okay, bitches. I trust you. Dodger is not a chemistry major. True. Somehow I got into AP chemistry. Don't know how that happened. Whatever. That's our first mistake. I will also look it up after I'm done. But I assume that a bunch of y'all Googled it, and nobody is coming in here and saying, don't do that. It's acid. So I'm gonna assume it's probably fine. We're just gonna roast some sweet potatoes for Clark to eat so that it's done. Okay, is that, oh, there it is. That wasn't necessary. I just wanted to know where it was. Not all the same size. Not great at this part. But, you know, it turns out fine. The little ones get burned, and the bigger ones are perfect, so it's fine. I almost cut my hand off just then. Brett, what's up, dude? Fine. They're fine. It's fine. I never used to be, like, as weirded out about food. Like, I would eat stuff that said that it wasn't good anymore. Not, like, milk or anything like that, obviously, but, like, a lot of vegetables and stuff. I would just kind of, like, cut mold off of cheese, cut mold off of bread, you know, whatever. But Sam is very freaked out about that stuff. I've gotten into the habit of not, because he gets so weirded out by it, and now I have Clark, and I'm not about to, like, do anything that's gonna hurt her, right? I can gamble with my own life. but maybe not my daughters. I also agree with Sam. My grandma, my like Ozark Mountain grandma, my Nana, she was 100% the low mold's gold, good for you. She was that grandma. Don't throw it away, it's perfectly good. So that's how I grew up. More in here than usual, so. Sweet potatoes are another thing that I keep being told, oh, you should sprinkle some cinnamon on those. What say you, chat? I normally literally just put oil. If it's for me, I put salt, but not for Clark. Babies don't need salt or sugar, really. So you're advised, like, not to salt things that they eat and not to put sugar on things that they eat. Add some cumin. This is for my baby. Not that cumin is, like, gonna fucking blow her mind, but... Sriracha. Half and half. That was another like small pan. Okay, we'll do this. Sorry, I'm sure that's very loud. Sorry, fuck. I forgot to turn the oven on. Classic. Okay. So we'll do some with cinnamon. This will be the Clark. The smaller one will be the Clark one. That'll be an easy way to delineate. Cinnamon. And then one of you said cumin? That sounds interesting. Definitely down to try something weird. They're being roasted. So... Rosemary, paprika. I do like paprika on most things. Rosemary. Do I have rosemary? I do. Just rosemary? These ones will be for, like, me, so... Rosemary. I wish I had fresh rosemary, but that's fine. Oh. Huzzah. any fucking veggies and fruits. Time to ruin my gut. Okay. This to Sam. Okay. Chat. Let me show you what a kipapa is. It's literally this. It's literally just like a mashed potato jalapeno thing. Can't see shit. But yeah, it's mashed potatoes, jalapenos, and a little cheese. I don't dip them in anything. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Got some salt, pepper, and rosemary on these ones. And then I haven't put cinnamon on those yet. Don't need a ton. Yes. Probably fine. Great. Oven's ready. Oh no! Gotta lift the boy up. Too close together. Okay. Small one on top. Big boy on bottom. And that's all she wrote. I started keeping a compost bin, and Sam like made fun of me on the first day because he's Sam and he has to. And then like, and now he'll be like, oh, I'm glad that you're still using the compost bin. It's cute. It's cute. He's always supportive after he's like gotten his goof in, you know? So a compost bin is basically like anything that will quickly break down into like, if it's biodegradable. So anything like banana peels, onion skins, like anything that comes from a fruit and a vegetable is like an obvious compostable thing. If I had a garden, I could have an actual like compost outside where you do like a mixture of like green waste, which would be this shit, and brown waste, which would be like dead leaves and stuff. And it turns into soil. It's like really good for your soil. And yeah. Here, it's more in an effort to like make it so less things go to landfills. because a lot of biodegradable waste gets put into a landfill and then it has no way to break down properly because it's surrounded by other shit. So here, and it's kind of like, people aren't sure whether or not it actually does anything in Los Angeles County, unfortunately. But we technically have a compost bin outside, a recycling bin, and a trash bin. So I've been trying to put all of our like green waste into the green bin. But yeah, it's like a big thing here, like whether or not it still just winds up at a landfill anyway. But I figure if there's even a potential that it doesn't, that would be great. If I thought that I was going to be staying here longer, with Sam and I talking about moving, like I don't know what our timeline is, but if I thought I was going to be here longer, I would probably look into like community gardens and see if there was anywhere that like took compost to actually use in soil. That would be awesome, but I used to work for the LA landfill and compost just goes to landfill. No, really? That makes me really sad. Why bother having them then? Why bother having it if it doesn't get like... I don't like that. Yeah, here they're called community gardens. There's actually one that's starting up like 15 minutes from us. I was like, man, maybe I'll contact them and see if I can take this stuff there instead. Why aren't your hoodie strings in a bow? Would that make you feel better if they were? Here we go. It's happening. Just for you, my dude. It's an uneven bow. I assume that's what you wanted. I don't know if I can even make it an even bow, to be honest. Hold on. That's a bit better, right? Ooh, I smell that rosemary. Alright. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And shake it, 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 shake it. Yo! That rosemary smells amazing. I know I said I was gonna eat the apples, but there's just so many cake poppos to eat. I can't let them get cold. Isn't the pizza getting cold? Yeah, but cold pizza's better than hot pizza. Confirm, deny, chat. Wow. Bad opinion. I can smell the cinnamon too, but it's making me a little concerned because it's on the top rack. rosemary gets some heat love. And the cinnamon is blocked by the rosemary one for a little bit. I cook my sweet potatoes for like 30 to 40 minutes before I even look at them. So because the oven is so small, it only takes like 20 minutes or something. It doesn't take that long to roast them in this oven. You have two ovens. This oven is a nightmare. It's the oven that was already in the house when we started renting it. Most of the buttons don't work. I can't tell what heat it is ever. It's just not great. Stovetop, totally fine. But the actual oven, we just weren't using it. And then John started talking about his air fryer. And I was like, what air fryer did you get? And he said, actually, we got a convection oven, or whatever, that that has an air fryer in it. And I was like, oh, that sounds rad, because our oven actually like is a piece of shit. And he was like, you should get this. And I'm weak, so I got it. But we use it literally every day, so. Can't you ask to have the oven fixed or replaced? Probably. There's no need now, though. Yeah. Sam's mom, my mom-in-law, she does kind of the same thing. None of the ovens have an actual temperature on them. She just turns them all on and kind of like knows. She's just like, they're on. They're on. She just throws stuff in there and is like, like, yo, I guess if I had lived in the same house for 30 years with the same oven, I would also eventually just be one with my ovens. Are these cooking streams going to be a regular thing? Did you enjoy it? I'm probably going to end after I get these out. So if you enjoyed it, yeah, great. Yeah, we'll do it again. Why not? Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely do this more in the future. It's like SMD, but with more action. Yo! Let's talk about bullshit and cook, kind of. Oh. Yeah, I could do that. They asked if I could tell everybody what I'm going to be cooking before the stream, so that if y'all want to cook it with me, you can. Yeah, I could do that. I'm not a very good cook, though. I just need everybody to know that. Like, I'm very hit or miss. I really enjoy working in the kitchen. I love doing stuff. I love cooking. But it's very hit or miss. So if you're like, yeah, I'm gonna cook along with Dodger, and then we both make it, and we're both like, wow, that was really mediocre. Like, I just need everybody to know ahead of time. Yeah, but it does give me an excuse. It does give me an excuse. Sorry, it gives me an excuse to like cook. And you guys have really good ideas. Like, obviously some of you are chefs or just cook a lot. So like with this, I've never put spices on my sweet potatoes before. So it was nice to get like feedback on like what would be good. That sort of stuff's nice. Let's see. How we looking, boys and girls? This is my pizza. Just all veg. All veg all day. Behold, the thin crust with mushrooms, green peppers, olives, onions, and tomato. Thin crust veggie is bomb, absolutely. I did not make this pizza, no. Wait, I mean, yeah, I did. In my dehydrator. Welcome, everybody. I just made this in the dehydrator. If you want to find out how, send my cat I couldn't think of a good goof, so I just put pizza in my mouth. Yeah, I dated somebody in college who, like, made his own pizzas a lot. And it was awesome. He'd be like, hey, you want to come over? I'm making pizza. And they were so good. They were always so good. The cats are doing fine. Watson has not come in here since the dog has been in here, so, but she seems chill, like she seems fine, just can obviously smell that there was a dog in the house. We did not have a dog. I was telling this story earlier, but we found a dog and went through the whole process of like trying to figure out who the owner was. And it was a happy ending, just to keep it short. Happy ending. We were instructed to take it to the shelter and get its microchip scanned and all that stuff. They put it on the shelter website and somebody immediately was like, that's my dog. So. And I'm glad that we did, because there's a fucking coyote in our neighborhood. So, like, what the fuck? It was a little dog. It was like a little Yorkie. Poor thing would have gotten eaten alive. Would have been dinner, that's what I'm saying. But everybody always says the same thing about the one that they've been finding. It has like a red string around its neck that looks like a leash, but it's like obviously a coyote. Like it's huge, it howls. It's like not socialized at all. So yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is if somebody tried to catch, it's a forest spirit, good reference. Yeah, I'm wondering if somebody tried to catch it and failed, and maybe that's why he keeps running away from people now, just because he had kind of like a harrowing experience with somebody trying to grab him. But yeah. don't think we've ever... On our farm, the laws were like pretty strict. Hunters would come out onto our property all the time and hunt, even though it was private property. And so my dad would have to call all the time being like, there's a hunter on our property, like, killing whatever. Probably deer. But like, when there was an aggressive alpha, we just called. Because there are people who know how to like, grab them. You know? So if there was an aggressive alpha that was like bringing... I'm aware that alpha beta dynamics and all of that shit is debunked. I'm aware, but like the leading coyote, right, would like bring all the other coyotes up, and if they were coming up a lot, we would be like, hey, can you deal with like whoever the biggest coyote is, and then they would leave us alone for a while. The local mayor of Coyote Town. Exactly. Okay. Let's give them a stab. See how we're doing. Rosemary ones are nearly there. The cinnamon ones aren't at all, but again, they're on the second rack, so. We have a skunk in our neighborhood too. I don't know what the fuck is going on. That I'm in like a normal ass neighborhood. And we have a fucking... Skunks in neighborhoods are like kind of normal. Like skunks, raccoons, all that shit, right? We see those. We see possums sometimes. But like, for multiple people to be like, there is a coyote in our neighborhood. And at the start of this stream, we fucking heard an absolute coyote howl. I'm just like, good lord. Where Ross used to live, bears would just show up sometimes. No thanks. I love that video though. That's like how Canadians talk to bears versus how Scottish people talk to bears. I think it's something like that. And the Canadian's like, hey, could you please leave? Hey, can you please leave? And they just like look at him and just leave. It's so good. Watching Sam on the PS4 and Dodger on my PC. I appreciate you. Was it a Finnish person? I can't remember. Yeah, it's other Finns, Dr. Bears. Yeah. Yeah. You should go look it up. It's really funny. Basically, in one situation, the person is like about to fist fight this bear. And in the other situation, the Canadian situation, the person is like, hi, could you please leave? wrap up soon once our sweet potatoes are done. Because all the food, we got all the food prepped and in the dehydrator. And that takes at least 10 hours. So we can't just like chill until it's done. But I can definitely take pictures of it and post them on Twitter or something once they're done. In the morning. My pizza's here. As well as my K-Papas. Did not cook those myself. You could bake a thing? I don't know how to bake anything. I don't know how to bake anything. Next cooking stream, should we bake something? I microwave my coffee when it gets cold. What do you think about that, chat? A lot of people have strong opinions that you should not do that you should just make a new cup of coffee. Not me. I don't give a fuck. Where are my 40K emotes? Not here. Definitely not here. The real problem is you drinking coffee at 10 p.m. That's true, we could try to finally make bread. The thing with bread, it would have to be bread and something else. Unless we did a bread that didn't need to rise. Do you have emote pillows? I sure do not. I wish. That sounds amazing. I still do this sometimes. I haven't been pregnant for a year and a month, but I still sometimes when I'm like relaxing, I like put my hand on my belly, like there's a big old belly there, like, yes, hello. That would make people happy. Pillows are too good. They are. They're real good. They're good content. I agree. I know. Yeah, she's almost 2 days. Two days. In 2 days, she'll be a year and a month. Hey, sweet girl. She's like trying to say all kinds of words and shit. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. Babies are nuts. Yes? Yes, madam. Ooh! Okay. Rosemary 1 is done. They smell really good. Rosemary was a good call. Rosemary was a good call. I mean, I haven't eaten one yet. But just for the smell alone, good call. Teacher algebra before it's too late. I don't know what that means. That's good. It brings out like a whole different flavor with the sweet potatoes. It's really nice. I'm very happy with that, yeah. I guess I'll just use you. any of you guys ever watch Sorted Food? I've been watching them for so long. Like, so long. I just find them so delightful. I'm trying to remember all of their names. But one of the chefs, because they've got like 2 chefs, like proper chefs, and then everybody else is like maybe cooks a little bit. And so it's like a fun dynamic on there. And one of them, like, whenever he cooks, he always has like 10 timers on his phone. And people are always like, oh man after my own heart. He's got all of his timers all set. James is who I'm thinking of, yeah. They're all great. I know. I love all of them. I know, right? I'm actually super into the bow. I'm a big fan. This could be our new thing. I want another slice of pizza. It's on YouTube, yeah. Sorted. S-O-R-T-E-D. Sorted Food. It's great. It's just a group of buds, like, cooking shit. It's awesome. For just another minute. This pizza is just a bunch of vegetables. The head spotting on the pirouettes. You always pick a point and you stick with it. I don't think I could do a pirouette now to save my life. Jimmy, what's up, dude? Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody. That was gifted us up by Jimmy. Oh my god. Yeah, literally. When this stream is done, I'm gonna try to get the gold that I need for that car, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. When does the event actually end? What's the actual ending time? Tomorrow. But what time? Tomorrow morning? Fuck me, really? It doesn't say on the website. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. It's literally 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'll do the challenge log and see where I'm at, but holy shit. There's maintenance tomorrow? Fuck me. Rip indeed. Are you streaming tomorrow or taking the holiday off? Yeah, I'm streaming. Ninja Pizza Girl. I accept that title. Let's see how these sweet potatoes are. I think they're probably good. I put too much cinnamon on them, I think. I was so gun happy from the apples. Too much, I think. We'll find out. I'll eat one in a second. Oh, Jimmy. Not doing well. I didn't go through any, like, morning sickness or anything like that. I was very lucky. But food tasted disgusting to me for a while. First trimester is, like, so odd. Because your whole body's, like, building new shit, basically. Oh, poor thing. Give her love from us. Man. One of my best friends, Erin, when she was pregnant with her first baby, she literally threw up anything she ate. The only thing that she could keep down was ice. Water made her feel sick, but ice was fine. So she literally just sat around eating ice all the time. It was crazy. I was just like, you can't live like this. So she would, like, force herself to eat things, but most of the time she threw it up. It sucked, man. Yes, we're starting a new community challenge tomorrow. I'll tweet about it tonight. Thank you for the reminder. Read a little bit every day for the next week. The actual challenge is called, like, read a chapter a day. But, yeah, just make an effort to read something. For those of us who are like me, that enjoy reading, but don't take the time to read, just try to challenge yourself to read every day. Does studying for finals count? I want to say no, but at the same time, if you're studying for finals, you probably don't have time to read anything else. That's not bad. It's not too much cinnamon, actually. I'm very happy with that. That's great. Cool. Really good with the cinnamon. Yo. Like, totally, the sweet potato tastes complete. It's almost like there's weird spices on it. The sweet potatoes taste completely different. Like, the flavor of the sweet potato itself changes completely when you put rosemary on it. Like, I would say that the cinnamon ones still taste like sweet potatoes, just with cinnamon, right? The rosemary ones have such a different flavor. Awesome. Okay. It's cooled off very fast. What a delight. Okay. We've got our pineapples and our apples dehydrating for snacks. That'll take all night. We've got sweet potatoes for the baby girl. And I've got some dishes to do. And some MGP to snack so that I can get my car. Alright, guys. I'm gonna bring up our event list and read that off, and then I'll probably chuck you over to Sam. They're doing the Amish challenge right now, which they came up with for WoW. It's like Iron Man, except with the added element of, so it's permadeath, but there's an added element of they can only wear things that they create. So they can't pick items up, like they can't pick clothing and things up off of corpses or buy any of that stuff. Like, they have to make it. So all that stuff is really interesting. It's super fun. There's a ton of them doing it, so if you are interested in that, there's a bunch of the boys that you could be watching right now. I'm not a WoW girl, so I'm not interested in it. Aside from watching and being supportive, you know. Okay. Where are you? Where are you, silly Billy? There it is. Oh my gosh, it's so small. Make bigger. Make bigger. Perfect. Oh my god, too big. Okay, let's see. What do we got going on here? A bunch of stuff has happened. Thank you all so much. Holy shit. Did not expect to have to scroll that long. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. What a bunch of sweetie patoots. Zestair, thank you so much for the 40 months. Literature Geek for the 10. Kitty Cat Collector for the 6. Baby for the 4. Sully2 for the 9. Happy Twitch Baby. Green Gorilla King for the 8. Korgster for the 5. Ms. Backstabber for the 21. Leofstan for the 31. Boozer C for the 19. Stabby Dabby for the 6. Difficult Deb for the 10. Niproxic for the 10 as well. Ninja Chicken for the 30, Willard Mittens for the 32, Eskimo for the 15, Sassy Servine for the 14, Swanky Tiger for the 31, Nellig for the 31 as well, Kerbik for the 2, Diam, thank you so much for the 17, Kaylee Nicole for the 47, almost 4 years. Twitchmosphere, thank you for the 5, Jade Raven Arts for the 9, Happy Twitch Baby. I just moved this weekend. What a nice way to wind down. Oh, I hope you have a lovely day as well. Thank you. Erased It Isn't Insane, thank you for the 3 years. Happy anniversary. That's amazing. I appreciate all the support. Wigglesworthy, thank you for the 21, Red Cinder for the 55, Hazard for the 32. Ekayano! I'm so beyond happy you and Clark like the baby shark gift I sent. Watching the VOD from yesterday genuinely made my whole week. My mom and I have been having a rough time, but whenever we think about how much you like the gift, we can't help but be happy. Seriously, I hope you're still there so that you can hear this. Seriously, she's obsessed with it. Like, if I try to be like, okay, no more baby shark, and I set it off to the side, eventually she'll look at it, grab it, and basically like throw it at me like, push the button, make the song happen. She's obsessed with it. She loves it. Amazing gift. So thank you very much. Bronzo Noms, thank you for the 50. Nopi Just Nopi for the 10. Mumvin, thank you very much for subscribing. Yashurna, thank you so much for the 10. Exoscout for the 52. This stream gave me the motivation to finally start painting again. I hope that you had fun. Tom Servo, thank you for the 32. Evil Crash for the 51. Chat is your Gordon Ramsay. Oof. Just a car Slater, thank you for the 32. Likely a rabbit. I'm 90% sure I was the one that sent you that Black Cat Galaxy hoodie like 8 years ago, which is hilarious to see again. I'm glad that you're doing well. You sent this! Likely a rabbit. I still wear it all the time. Speaking of things that my daughter loves this sweatshirt. When I pick her up, she shoves herself away from me and she goes, cat. Adorable. Thank you so much. That's so bizarre. Thank you for the dono and the message. Oh my goodness. Baron Crafts, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Watching you cook while I clean litter boxes. I'm jealous. I'm gonna have to do that in a minute if it makes you feel better. Middle-aged David, thank you for the 8. Abaruni for the 28. Mr. Abid for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much for the support. Golden Gift, thank you for the 11. Evie Power for the 19. Dan Berger for the 19 as well. Beast Wolfgang, thank you for the 17. Hemi-powered Hero Chow. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the biddies. I barely missed Peebs' stream and the Dukes is away. Oh. This was apparently an hour ago when I just pieced the fuck out. Leaf Shino, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Bananagram, thank you so much for the 30. Logic Name Jesse, thank you for the 29. Chuckle Darkly for the 7. Kai Theron, thank you for the 5. Sarathi for the 7. Justinus for the 42. Blue Moo, thank you for the 15. Dehydrators are the bomb. They're great. OMCG, thank you for the 3. Alpha for the 2 years. Happy anniversary to you. Nab That Cat and Run, thank you for the 10. Oh, thank you very much. I'm so glad you enjoy. I'm glad anytime you guys are like, I just like being here. It's a fun time. That's great. Warms my heart. Adoramos, thank you for the 5. Brimstone for the 23. It's Rippo, thank you for the biddies. Glad to see more random streams. SMD always seems to be at a weird time for my schedule. This is great. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, Thursday nights and Sunday nights we do an evening stream now to make it kind of easier, to create a situation where I can do at least a short stream every day, but also so that the people who can't watch the morning streams have a different time slot option, basically. So I'm glad that every time it seems like there are people who are like, I never get to see a stream. This is great. Sir Morik, thank you for the 18. Dodge this Angie, thank you for all the biddies. For a successful first kitchen stream. Totally down for more. I'm so glad. Thank you. Alan, thank you for the 18 months. Second Twitch baby. Oh my gosh. Magical Girl Cat, thank you for the 4. Jeremy DM, thank you for the 2. Jimmy, thank you so much for gifting a bunch of subs. Jimmy gifted subs. 2. Gmads. Gmads, it was your 2-year anniversary. And it got gifted to you. That's awesome. Happy anniversary. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Jimmy, thank you for gifting that. Jimmy also gifted subs to The Local Tomato, El Super Gus, Poft, and Corazon. All of you, welcome and welcome back to the Cat Gang. Be sure to thank Jimmy the Brush in chat for those. Megalafap, thank you very much for subscribing. Hunter Walker, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Insane42, thank you for the biddies. Avi gifted a sub to Ekiano. Ekiano, welcome back to the Cat Gang. Thank you, Avi. And King Atomatic, thank you for the 30 months. You guys are lovely. We are going to raid Sam. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the stream. We'll definitely do this again because it was very fun for me. And it gave me a reason to, you know, just chill. Normally, the reason that I've been using the dehydrator almost every day is because normally I chop up like 1 apple and then I'm like, well, well, that's in there, so bye. So it was nice to have a reason to just sit here and like fill up the dehydrator, get a bunch of shit all going at the same time. So that's awesome. Yeah, we'll do another cooking stream. I'm so glad you guys liked it. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye. It's a BRB screen, but don't be fooled. This is the end of the world as we know it. And I feel okay.